Okay, story time. Posted it before, but people seem to like it. Be me. Junior in high school at this time. There's this kid in my history class who's really quiet. He always wears My Little Pony t-shirts, has severe acne, and a neck beard. Not to mention he's fat and like 3'5" at 17. Me, him, and a friend are put in a group to do a project on 1920s America. I get prohibition, he gets advertising, and friend gets music. We try to do our work, but he won't shut the fuck up about My Little Pony. He tries to start up arguments about who's best pony, which season is the best, and pony musicians. He gets defensive and angry when we try to get him to shut the fuck up and do his work. He irritates the fuck out of me, so I hate his guts. I make it extremely obvious, but he somehow doesn't catch on. About halfway through the project, he mentions intertwining ponies with his project. I tell him, no, you little twat. I'm not getting a low grade because of your obsession with a cartoon for little girls. Do your fucking work and leave the pony shit out of it. Friend backs me up. Spurglaw just says, I should have known you guys weren't true bronies. Just posers running with the herd. Friend and I look at each other like, WTF is he talking about, since neither of us has even seen the show. The next day I see him in the hall and ask him about his part of the project. He says he's doing a PowerPoint. Say, fine, just keep the pony shit out of it. He replies smugly, why should I? I tell him I'll break his nose if he does. He says, sure you will, big man! Then he walks off. I say nothing, awestruck by the fagotistic emphasis put on big man. Later in class he's doing nothing but drawing pictures that look like a 5-year-old drew them. He acts like they're the greatest masterpieces ever. I ask him about his PowerPoint. He gives me a shit-eating grin. Tells me that he knows I won't punch him because he knows my weak spot, while pointing to my dick. Get fed up with his shit, and explain in painstaking detail how much of a faggot he is, and how much I hate him, how I would love to punch his lights out, and by putting pony shit in his part he's just given me an excuse. He's visibly upset, and agrees not to put pony shit in his part. Fast forward to presentation day. Friend does his presentation, I do mine. Teacher looks impressed. Spurglord goes up. He's wearing a rainbow dash fedora and a troll-faced t-shirt captioned, You mad, bro? With a shit-eating smirk, he opens up his presentation, and Twilight fucking Sparkle is on the first slide. Oh, fuck no. .png. Spurglord says, okay, Minasan, I'm going to educate you on the subject of adverts in the 1920s, and ponies. Next slide is a picture of a rainbow extending her hooves out to the screen for a hug. He hugs the smartboard and says, isn't that right, Dashy? Friend and I are speechless, unable to process the intense bout of spurg and faggotry before us. Alpha Dude shouts, well, you're a faggot. Teacher is too stunned to say anything. Spurglord ignores it and goes on with the presentation. He talks about cloppers more than ads from the 20s. Half the slides are reaction shots of ponies that he talks to. People berate him and call him a fag. His presentation ends, and he walks back to his seat like he just made the greatest presentation ever. He looks at me with a shit-eating grin as if to say, yeah, I did it. Do something about it. See him walking home after school. Walk up to him. I cock my fist back and punch him in the face as hard as I can. His nose explodes. He starts crying, and I walk away without saying anything. See him in class with a large bandage over his nose the next day. I never get in trouble for it. Me and my friend got a 90 on our parts. Spurglord gets a 30. He gets bullied for that presentation hard. He leaves the school a month later. I would have done a lot worse to this kid.